First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Uses the stiff arm. Past the 20.
This is too easy right
Touchdown,
here.
Philadelphia. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3-and-out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
He's coming. Check in. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Davion Taylor providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now a first carry for their fullback.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense.
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
60 Pittsburgh.
And now here's a carry heading left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence, that's to his running back, complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Lawrence's throw complete there to Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Lawrence. Smith catches left side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
24. Ready, break.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
49, check 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to Mixon on second down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
It's just me and you.
2nd and 3. A throw right side caught by Keene. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They're going to look to throw. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll set up a throw. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Lawrence to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Troy Pride that time gets the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action now. Lawrence rolling to his right. This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. This just a 24-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Back to throw again. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5 from the 8. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Lawrence will throw. Flushed out right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
112 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw here. He sets to fire deep. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 21. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On play action, Lawrence.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
And the Browns are right back in this football game.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. The Browns drive about to get started. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. They go play action here on first down.
Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Troy Pride.
And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, first and goal. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he's got it. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. 35 seconds to play. Everything will come down here to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
And it's third down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they were really helped by their